Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Keil and I am one of the educators in the KA classroom. I am here today with Miss Bishop, who you will see in just a second. She is the other educator in KA, and we are going to talk a little bit about motor skills and just some things that you can practice this summer to be ready for kindergarten in the fall. So I'm going to switch my camera around. This is Miss Bishop, and she's just going to show us some things you can do to work on fine motor skills this summer. So she has some elastics and a geoboard there to stretch the elastics. You don't need a geoboard at home. You could get anything. We sometimes put tacks in wood, or you could use anything that sticks up to wrap and pull things around and stretch out those elastics, because it really helps to develop those finger muscles and get them ready for writing. She also just a marker and drawing on paper. It is important to start developing those skills, being able to hold skinnier objects in your hand so that they are ready to start using a pencil. Miss Bishop wrote her name. We do not expect any of our friends to write their name when they come to kindergarten. We practice that here. Scissors, we do love it if they have a chance to practice scissors before they come to school. It's just safer in a one-on-one setting, and they are in our classroom. Just cutting up paper is the best way to start, letting them have any old newspaper and cut it up. If your child is getting more advanced with scissor skills, you can start to draw lines for them and have them cut right on the lines, and that will help to develop those skills even more. Another great thing is Play-Doh and plasticine. Play-Doh is great for those just with who need that consistency still. If they're really good at Play-Doh, you can move on to some clay, which is tougher. Do encourage your child to do a lot of pinching with their thumb and their second finger, just to really start developing those pincher fingers to get ready to hold pencils and crayons. We also have containers. It's important to practice those containers. If you have things for their lunch already, pack up their lunch and have them practice unzipping their lunch box and opening it at lunchtime at home, just so they know how to do it when they get to school. Another great thing we have big tweezers. You can use clothespins at home and practice pinching the end of the clothespin and picking up small soft objects. We have pom-poms here, but anything you could find that is small and soft and will squish is a great thing, again, to practice with that thumb and second finger and those pinching motion. And I think this is the last thing we have for fine motor is the rack here. It's just a wire rack with some things across it. You could pick anything, and it's just the skill of weaving things in and out, in and out. So weaving is another great thing to practice at home. For other skills we need is really to start practicing those clothes. Putting on their socks is a big one. Putting on shoes. Make sure your child is doing their own shoes, getting their feet into them, because we cannot possibly do 30 pairs of shoes for recess. It does not work well. So if you practice that at home, it really helps us out here that we can get everyone out for recess on time. Also putting on the coat. They don't have to be able to put it in one arm than the other. They can do the flip trick, so that's the perfect thing. We do help with zippers, but we encourage children to get it started at the bottom. So if you even start to teach them to put the little piece into the big piece, and then we for sure do zippers up, because that is a skill they learn during their kindergarten years. Pulling up pants, also very important after the bathroom, because we are not supposed to do that, and it is sometimes tricky to get those pants all the way up. While you're here, we would like to, for your children, tour the bathroom. So we're just going to look in at a bathroom stall. When they're at school, they do go into the stall by themselves, so that's something you can talk about at home. And we have here some small toilets. And inside they have to go in and just talk about the locks. So the locks look like this. They're just slidey locks. They slide across and then they just slide back out. We are easily able to open them from the outside, so there is no fear of a child being locked in the bathroom. We can always get them out very quickly. Go over the skills for the bathroom if they're still working on those, what they need to do while they're in here. The toilet paper is over by the toilet, and in September we talk a lot about flushing as well. When you come out of the bathroom, the sinks are always right across with the soap and paper towels to dry. All right, I think that is the end of our tour today. So goodbye, and we hope to see you soon.